Once you're so rushed on things, you're very anxious, you want something immediately, you're looking for shortcuts. It never ends well. So that's really what pressure does. When your friend gets a promotion, you sit back and think, what am I not doing right? How come mine hasn't come yet? How come for me I didn't get one? Am I okay? Is everything peer pressure, comparisons? Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, Grace in Waiting. My name is Esther, as always. Thank you so much for choosing me. If you're new here, yay! You are the one that we have been waiting for. You're so welcome. This is a very safe place for singles. Feel at home really. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, encourage more people to join the community. So in today's topic, we are going to be talking about the one thing, or maybe one of the things that we singles face, and that is the pressure to get married. I believe for a fact that by the end of this video, we shall have learned how to navigate the pressure to get married, to be married, to marry, everything marriage, when you are still single. So firstly, let's understand where the pressure comes from. It's important to understand the source of a thing before you get into it. It's really not wise to live in denial. So it's important to firstly understand, where does this particular thing come from? For example, why do I feel this way today? What is the source of that feeling? What is happening today? When did it start? It's important to know the source of a particular thing before you get into it. It helps you navigate it better. It helps you understand it. It helps you manage it a certain way. It helps you solve it if it needs solving. It helps you sort it if it needs sorting. So let's firstly understand this thing called pressure that is exerted on us as singles. Where does it come from? Now, firstly, I will talk about the pressure that comes from family. And in family, we have the relatives, Yes, we have the parents, but also we have the relatives, the aunties, the uncles, the grandparents, probably. Family, really, and relatives, the extended and the nuclear family. A time comes and our families have expectations. I don't know. I honestly don't know if they even have a particular age to eat. And sometimes I ask myself, do they also feel the pressure to have us married, to have us marry? I always ask myself that question. Because some people will tell you that when I finished school, as soon as I graduated, my parents started making comments like, now you're done with school. We are waiting for the man. We are waiting for the woman. We want you to settle down. Now you're done with school. Find someone. Marry. Get married. I'm reminded of a time when we had just graduated and I attended a friend of mine's graduation party, and one of her parents during their speech said that you see all these male friends that you have graduated with, keep them. You will need them. And we all went like, oh. Because it reminded us of a time when, parents are very, oh my God, our parents, God bless them, they are very, if you're a parent out there, we love you so much as your children. We honor you greatly. Parents tend to have this mind that when you finally join university, that is where the sensible husbands are. So if you come out of university without one, then you're not over like, you're not over a serious child also you know, that kind of thing. So some parents actually expect, dear singles in university, some parents actually expect that while you're at university studying, yes, it's beautiful, but also be findable. If you're a man, find. That is where the sensible wives are, because they have this mentality that, oh yes, you're all at university, you're land people, you're intellectuals, really, you're at the same level of thinking. You're both learning and understanding and growing. So yes, might as well. Should we tell them? Sometimes I really ask myself, should we tell our parents that actually life in their time is so different from life in our time now? It is totally different. You know, there are times I hear stories about life then, like the life that our parents lived, how they navigated through life, how they found marriage partners, and it is so different from our time right now. And I know they mean well, and sometimes it just comes off as pushing too hard on us, so hence the pressure. But we do know they mean well. Sometimes you push a little too much. It's a little too hard, and you give us the pressure. That is not healthy. The truth has to be said. Now, the next category that gives us pressure as singles is social media. One thing that I want to tell my fellow singles out there is that do not believe what you see on social media. People prepare, people plan, people organize themselves for social media. People don't just show up on social media. You want to sell something to people. So definitely you're going to do your best, you're going to look your best, you're going to perfect everything that you have to perfect. It's just for the camera lights action. So I want to encourage a single out there, a single lady, a single gentleman. Social media is camera lights action. It is not reality. You can never really know what happens when that woman is even in the process of posting what they are posting, you can never really know what they are going through, what they are dealing with, what they have struggled with. You can never really know. The other category I will talk about is friends. Friends sometimes exert pressure on us in regards to marriage. When are you getting married and married? Like sometimes you just find yourself on pressure to get married or to marry because of your friends. Who are the friends that you're keeping around you? Who are the friends in your life? Who are the people in your life? Who are the people that you hang out with? Who are the people that you walk this journey of life with? It is important that you have friends who share your same values and beliefs. As a person, you probably have this belief in God's timing. But then you have friends that contradict that. You know, they keep talking about things like, oh, how about if we do this because time is going? You know, like that kind of thing that just puts you in a place where you're so pressured. The topics they bring up in regards to how you're running out of time, how maybe your eggs and ovaries, I don't know, such things, and then and then you just keep filling yourself up with so much pressure because you hang around such people. You stay with such people. You talk to them every day. Definitely, you're going to feel that pressure. Society. Ooh, society is another category that exert so much pressure on us as singles. You know those people that stay in your neighborhood that keep throwing comments like, we are waiting for your wedding. Oh, we are waiting for your mikolo. We are waiting for your functions. You know, there was a time when we were having some renovations at home, really. And then this one time, I am leaving home, and then I meet this neighbor, and she goes like, so I can see you guys are renovating and organizing and putting your home together. It looks so beautiful. And I was like, oh wow, thank you. Thank you so much for appreciating. And then she goes like, so I know for a fact that you guys are preparing for your functions. I know your functions are loading. They are in the pipeline. And I'm thinking, wow. And as if that was not enough, this same neighbor comes to visit, and then she's talking to my dad, and then she goes like, oh wow, I love how you have renovated your entire home. It looks so beautiful. I know for a fact that the children are bringing people, the children. And I was like, wow, society. Society. Everything that you do, if you look good, it must be a man investing. If you, everything gives you pressure. Every step, pressure. How do you guys deal with such pressures, societal pressures? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about this. I also remember a time when still a neighbor around our home came to visit, and she was having a conversation with my dad, and then she suddenly just looked around and she was like, wow, you know it will really be so nice for your grandchildren to be running around this compound. I mean, look at it. It's well kept. And I was like, wow. And they love to say these things when you're somewhere around, when they know you can actually hear these things. Society. Why? Again, not that I'm disregarding the fact that these people actually do mean well. They want to see you married, they want to see you settled, they want to see you having children, raising them, they want to see you live a married life, and that we appreciate. We really, really appreciate. But sometimes you guys just push it a little too hard. Allow me also talk about peer comparisons. We tend to have this thing as human beings, really, of comparing our journeys. We love to compare our journeys to our people, to our peers. When your friend gets a promotion, you sit back and think, what am I not doing right? How come mine hasn't come yet? How come for me I didn't get one? Am I okay? Is everything peer pressure? Comparisons also instill so much pressure in us. When your friend gets a certain achievement, maybe they've bought a car, maybe they've built a house, maybe they are getting married, or maybe they are married, and you start to feel like, I'm so delayed. You start to feel behind. You start to feel like something is not working. Why, really? If you look at it, why are you actually feeling that way? If you look at it, it's truly none other than the fact that you are comparing your journey, yourself, your life to that of your peer, to that of your friend, to that of that person in your life. Can we for a bit talk about the dangers of pressure, the dangers that are caused by pressure? by this pressure now that we've understood the source of it. And one of the dangers I can share with us is getting married or being married, ending up marrying the wrong person. You know, sometimes because of the too much pressure, like we said, from family, from peer comparisons, from society, from friends, from social media, we tend to feel like, you know what? It's okay, whatever, whoever, whichever. Like, I don't care. Whoever comes and they are interested, let's go. Let's just take me as I am, really. I have no price to myself. Like, I mean, look at me. I am just there. If you want me, you also take me. There's nothing in me really that is, so just take me. I have chosen to settle for whatever, for less or what, or whatever it is, even if there is anything less than less, even if I want it, as long as it can marry me, as long as I can marry it, just come. Because what is happening? The parents want me married. My friends are getting married. I am the only one that is remaining in my circle. I am the only single person in my circle. No, whoever you are, whatever you do, I don't care. Can you marry me? Do you want to marry me? Marry me. Please marry me. Yeah, I am sorry, but that is the danger of pressure. The danger in allowing the pressure from society, from parents, from friends to consume you. It turns you into a totally different person, the kind of person that when you eventually, God forbid, get married to that wrong person, you can sit back and ask yourself, but is this me? What was I thinking? How did I get here? Because guess what? Oh my God, those parents, when you marry, when you choose to get married, they will dance, they will celebrate you, they will do everything to make your wedding a success. They will feel proud of you. As guests, we shall come and eat the food. Come on, we shall enjoy your food, by the way. We shall drink the sodas and everything. We shall enjoy and celebrate and jubilate. But at the end of the day, when the noise is over, the celebration is over, and it's just you and that wrong partner, guys. Oof. Guys, the thought of that, the thought of waking up and you honestly know that you made the wrong decision, because you can know, you do. You get to know, you know it. It's there. God is speaking. He has always spoken. You know for a fact. But you choose to say, you know what? No, the pressure is too much. I have accepted it. I am weak. I want to please my people. I am a people pleaser. Time is running out on me. God, you even tell God, you don't understand. You don't understand. Meanwhile, you're talking to the person that created you, but you're telling him, God, you don't understand. First of all, I don't even understand. And yet, this is the God that told you in Psalm 139, verses 14, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by Him. But you're like, God, you don't understand. What do you mean fearfully and wonderfully made? I am single, don't you see it? And then you end up settling for less. And then you wake up and you look at the wrong partner, the wrong decision you made. And you ask yourself, what am I doing here? So because you're rushing things, it is so easy to end up getting married to the wrong person. It's very easy. Once you're so rushed on things, you're very anxious, you want something immediately, you're looking for shortcuts. It never ends well. So that's really what pressure does if you let it. You know, the thing with pressure is it presents itself. Do you want me? Do you want me? It presents itself. It could present itself through anyone and anything. Family, like we've discussed, friends, anything. But the question is, are you going to take it? Are you going to receive it? The other danger with yielding to pressure is that it frustrates you a lot. Pressure is so frustrating. Pressure makes you very insecure about who you are. You start doubting your self-worth, yet you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You start doubting all the promises of God. You start to feel like nothing that God said about me makes sense. It's all nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Yet this is, again, allow me say, the God that created you, He knows you. He knows you. He knows your future. He knows everything about you. I mean, He knew you before He even formed you in your mother's womb. But you still tell Him, you know what, God, you don't know. You don't know. Me, I have accepted this pressure. I have not accepted you. Yes, you're telling me you have good plans for me, Manya Jeremiah 29:11, but you don't know. For me, I am a total sum of pressure. I have chosen pressure, not you. Guys, pressure is so frustrating. It makes you so insecure. And honestly, once you're frustrated, once you're insecure, the devil loves such environments. When you're frustrated, you're insecure, he will definitely plant seeds of fear. Before you know it, you're worrying, you're scared, you're wondering, everything around you is delayed. You feel like everything is so delayed. Suddenly everything doesn't seem to make sense. Yes, you know the word, but the devil loves such environments. He breeds so much in such environments. He thrives so much in such environments because then he knows, she has lost the identity of who she is. Now that's where I come in. He can't have you when you know who you are. He stands no chance when you have God, when you've chosen God, when you've decided that God, come rain, come sunshine, come whatever storm, winter, whatever it is, he cannot. Because he has to first go through God to get to you, which is impossible, really. But if you put God aside and you're like, pressure, me and you come, that's like the devil's other name, honestly. Because our God is not a God of pressure. Our God is a God of order. Our God is a God of timing. He has a time for everything. He doesn't just do things. He doesn't just throw things in place. He doesn't. I mean, look at how He created this world, the beauty in the world. You really see a certain order, a certain excellence in how God does His things. And the other thing about God is that He is a God of peace. He is a God of peace. In fact, He is peace. God is peace. He is peace. You see that peace you feel when you worship Him. You see that peace you feel when you're in His presence. That peace you feel when you read His promises, His letters, His love letters to you in the Bible. That peace that you feel, that is God. Our God is not a God of frustration. He's not a God of fear. He does not minister insecurity. So once you start to feel such things, you start to feel insecure, you start to feel frustrated, then maybe you need to step back a bit and just evaluate yourself. It could be that you're actually allowing pressure, accepting pressure without knowing. And I wouldn't want you to lose yourself, your true identity, which is in God. Because of yielding to pressure, you can easily end up forgetting to focus on your personal growth, your calling, your purpose, the reason why you are created. It's so easy to forget all that because now you're consumed by the pressure. And God is asking you, who told you that you are delayed? Who is telling you that you are delayed? Is it me? Did I reveal it to you? Did I tell you? So how do we get rid of this pressure? One of the things that I am learning about dealing with pressure is to anchor your identity in God. Allow God give you an identity. Let God be your identity. Don't try to identify yourself with any other thing. Allow God be your identity. Psalm 139 verse 14 says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Think with me for a moment about the fact that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Fearfully and wonderfully made. If God says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and this is the God that created you, if society, if parents, if whatever external force stands up to say no, you are up for grabs, you are delayed, you are a disappointment, I don't even understand your life, whose report are you going to believe? Are they the ones that created you? Who created you? Where is your identity? But you have a God who is the Alpha and the Omega, the unchangeable. He never changes. He never lies. Nothing. Everything about him is constant. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Believe him when he tells you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So one thing I've learned to do is that every time I experience pressure from external forces, there's this interesting thing that I do. I tend to just inside my heart whisper to God and say, God, you see what they are telling us? You see what they are doing to us? I do not allow myself to remove God from the equation because, guys, I know for a fact that if I do, I will get frustrated. I will get so insecure. I will start to feel guilty. I'll start to feel delayed. I'll get so worked up. I'll get so anxious. I always have God in the equation. I may not say it out boldly or openly or there and then to the person and say, you know, it's me and God. No, but I always minister to my heart because my identity is in God. He is the only identity that defines me. Not any external forces, not any external reports, only God's report. So every time I hear such things, I'm like, God, have you heard what they've told us? God, wow. And it's something that is helping me. I believe it will help you as well. Set healthy boundaries. Do you know that you're an adult? Okay, if you're on here and you're above 18, at least for where I come from, my country, Uganda, if you're above 18 years old, you're an adult. So there's ways to communicate things without sounding disrespectful, without being disrespectful or rude, but saying them out rightly, just to set healthy boundaries around yourself. It is one of the things that is helping me on this journey, to be able to politely communicate sometimes, to politely communicate, especially in moments where you feel like this person really wants to hear what I have to say regarding my being single, regarding why I'm not yet married. In such moments, I personally love to say, I appreciate your advice, but I am waiting on God's timing. Simple. No explanation, no sugar added, nothing. No topping, just that, plain. And then whatever they say after that, or what, that's all I have to say. I am not going to explain. You see, by the way, now, even me, actually, even in my bed, when I'm there, by the way, you see me from here. Because guess what? No matter how much you explain yourself, some people, it's as though they were created to misunderstand you. They were created to make you understand them. So if you don't understand them, you're not making sense. So why bother? God understands you. He created you. He understands you. I mean, this is a God that even understands the things you can't say. So if God understands you, and thankfully those people around you as well who understand you, rest on that. So it's important that we set those healthy boundaries. Let them know that, you know what? And only if you really have to. I appreciate your advice, but I am waiting on God's timing. Simple. Focus on personal growth. Are you sure you've even reached half of your potential? Are you sure you've even lived half of your purpose in life? And every time I ask myself that question, I'm like, no, definitely not. And then it just puts me in check. And before I know it, I'm like, okay, what are we doing today? How do we do this? How do we? I have learned that there is so much to life, and sometimes we can get so busy, so caught up in the pressures that life brings. You've not yet gotten this at this age, you're a loser. You've not yet, you're delaying, you've all that pressure. And one thing I want us to know is that pressure is a distraction. Oh my God, it is a big distraction in life. Why? Because it keeps you away from thinking sanely about things. Breathe. Allow God give you peace that only He can give you. So invest in your career, invest in your business, invest in that skill that you have, or maybe explore the kind of person you are. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are those hidden talents that you have? What are those skills that you have? Seek to learn a new skill. Seek to study, to learn. Learning never ends, and there's so much to learn. There is really so much to learn. Being single is that period of preparation. It helps you navigate so much. You have enough time to understand, okay, how do different cultures live? How does this work out? What skill can I learn? You have all that time? Because when you get married, and this I see with my married friends, when you get married, then your priorities change. Because it is God, then your husband, then your wife, then the children, and then every other person. And so your priorities change. And right now you have the opportunity to prepare for that time when it comes. How are you preparing for it? The best way to prepare for it is to invest in yourself, invest in who you are, enjoy who you are, be who you are, be authentic. When you're fully living in your purpose, pressure can't find you because purpose is found in God. So, how does pressure defeat God to get to you? How? How? Seek godly counsel, not societal approval. Society will always have something to say, even in times when you feel like, yes, I am it. I know for a fact that society is going to approve of me. My dear, they will not. They will always look for something. So do not look for societal approval. Seek for godly counsel. And by this I mean mentors. Have mentors. I will not get tired of encouraging us, my lovely people, to have mentors, have accountability partners, have godly people in your life that can hold you accountable, that can walk the journey of singlehood with you. You need them. You don't have to, you honestly don't have to do this single life alone. There is so much wisdom in those that have gone ahead of us. But you see, even the Bible says, when you seek, you will find. When you search, you will find. If you don't seek, if you don't search, you will not find. If you don't ask, you will not receive. Because then who will know that you want it? You see, even with God, He doesn't force Himself on people. Otherwise, everyone would be born again by now. But He doesn't do that. So seek for a mentor, and you will find. Knock, and the door shall be opened unto you. But you do need a mentor, my dear. You do. And for my very last point, trust God's timing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 says that to everything there is a time, an appointed time. So when you choose to trust in God's timing, practice affirmations. Learn to practice affirmations. Say to yourself every day, if you have to, I am in God's timing. I am enough. I am in God's timing. I am enough. I cannot settle for less. I will never settle for less. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Get it from here. Put it here. Remember, there is power in your tongue. So speak. Say these things. Say them out. Because even these people that exert so much pressure on you, they speak. They say these things. They say them out. They say them out to you loudly and boldly. So speak to yourself. Speak to who you are. Speak to yourself. Tell yourself that you are in God's timing. You are enough. You are not the kind that settles for less. It is not who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You trust in God's timing. When you choose to trust in God's timing, you cannot, you will not. It is impossible. It cannot happen. You cannot be disappointed. But He just wants one thing from you, to trust Him, to trust in His promises. He alone knows the plans He has for you. Because you see, much as these people put us on all this pressure, they do not know the plans they have for us. They did not create us. They don't know. But you have God. He knows you. Choose to trust in His timing. His timing is perfect. You cannot regret. And always remember, singlehood is not delay. It is a time of preparation for what's coming, for the great things that are coming ahead in your life. It is important that you are prepared for these great things so that when they eventually come in your life, You know how to handle them. My beautiful people, don't let pressure steal your joy. Don't let pressure steal your peace. Don't let it frustrate you. Don't let it make you insecure. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Trust in God's timing. He knows you. He understands you. And if this video has blessed you, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. I hope that as we continue to grow and learn, we are realizing that there is grace in waiting. The world has a different way it sees things, but then God has a way He sees things. It's important that we choose God. He alone can help us understand the grace in waiting. I'll see you guys next time. I love you so much. Mwah.